Hey everybody, hope you're doing good today. Neil the Knife Guy here. Just going to be doing this video on a couple new knives I got recently. Ended up trading for both of these on a Facebook group, Canadian Knife Traders. Well, at least I got this one from Canadian Knife Traders and this one just from Knife Traders. The only difference being one's almost strictly people in Canada, that would be the Canadian Knife Traders, of course, and the other one is pretty much all over the world. Love these groups on Facebook. You do got to be careful. There are some people, but they tend to weed them out that just go on there and try to screw you over. But if you ask for like references, 9 times out of 10, even more than that, you'll get a really good guy to deal with and someone who's like upstanding and is just there because they like knives and want to trade or buy them outright. So I ended up trading for this ZT 0350 Black Wash. I had a Spyderco Paramilitary 2, the one with the camo handle. Didn't really carry it at all. Just sort of had it for a backup just in case this one broke, or for whatever reason I ended up getting a backup of this knife. I've never carried that knife except for the first day I got it. So weeding out my collection and knives that I don't carry. So I ended up trading that knife for this one here. And I used to have the Stonewash version of this knife and traded away on that exact same group and instantly regretted trading that knife. So I'm very happy to have this one back. It's a big beefy knife, very tall, very slicey blade grind. With that height you get in the blade and the grind that they put on this, it actually equals to a nice thin edge, which equals a lot of slicing power. You can see here that it is de-assisted, and my experience with the last one I had like this, it took a lot of force to sort of get it out there without the assist mechanism in it. This one, the detent on it's really nicely done. You don't require any wrist to flick this one out, and it comes out super fast. Push button, it works all day long. If you go to just like light switch it, you're gonna have a hard time without any wrist. So really been enjoying this knife here, and glad it's back in my collection. Carry it at work most often, and only bad thing I could say about it would be sort of how much sticks up out of the pocket, but doesn't really matter to me either. Either I have a shirt covering it, like winter time now. My jacket covers this, so no one's gonna see and freak out that I have a knife on me. And most people who know me know I have a knife of some sort on me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And when I carry this at work, it doesn't really matter either. Just, it's a lot of knife to have a sort of shorter pocket clip on it, and for that much to be sticking out, it could get snagged and pulled out of your pocket. Hasn't happened to me, so not really a concern. Just a really good knife, and glad it's actually back in my collection. Really love the Black Wash on here. I wasn't too sure if I'd like it when I got it, and turns out I really do like it. It's pretty much a black coated blade that's stonewashed. I mean, it's gonna hide marks really well. It's not like a coarse DLC coating, so dirt and crap's not gonna get caught in there. You could easily wipe it off. The other one I got, I ended up trading a bunch of different knives for it. Just a bunch of like lower price Kershaws, CRKTs, and a small fixed blade. Just sort of a collection of knives just for this one here, but I'm super glad I did. This has been one of my favorites since I got it, and it's been in my pocket since I got it. This one is the 0566. Just a great size knife. Also a standard assisted knife, but I de-assisted this one and it is very smooth. Like the 0350 here, you do have to sort of push button it to get it out. You can light switch it, but it sort of comes out on its own time, if you want to say it that way. But this one here is actually really smooth. And a well-made knife. One thing I was not concerned about, but I heard a lot about this knife, is that it's super heavy because the frame lock on it is stainless steel. I didn't find it heavy at all. Comparable to a lot of different knives. It's pretty much the same weight as Benchmade's 710 here. So it doesn't feel like a brick in your pocket, and a knife would have to be very heavy for it to feel very heavy in your pocket. Centering on this one is actually bang on. You could use the thumb studs no problem. And just like sort of an ideal knife for me, the way it fits in my hand is very, very reminiscent of the Spyderco Paramilitary, just with the curves and the way it just feels when you're in this saber grip. This is a newer model. It has the S35 VN blade steel instead of the LMAX that it used to be in. You could get these in a couple different blade steels now, M390, LMAX, and then the S35 VN. There probably is a couple different other ones out there, but I'm not aware of them. Deep carry pocket clip on this one. Sits really nice. The retention's good. As soon as I got this, ended up taking it apart, de-assisting it. Didn't clean it out or nothing, just took out the assist, wipe off all the grease that was in there, and it was this smooth. Don't know why they decided to put an assist mechanism in a knife that's this well sort of put together, and the tolerances and everything, but they did. But they also made it good by actually putting that detent in there, which is fairly good detent. I mean, if this didn't have a flipper, you would call this a good detent for a thumb stud knife. Gives you the right amount of tension to actually thumb flick it out. And you can actually spidey flick this one. So I've been carrying this one a hell of a lot, and really been enjoying carrying it. It doesn't have a really thick blade stock on it, and the grind on it's really nice. I wouldn't say as thin as the 0350 here. Yeah, definitely not as thin as it, but it still slices cardboard really well at work. This is a very high serial number. It's 13,757. So my thinking is they've pumped out enough of these that they got their stuff together. See a lot of older videos with the LMAX versions where the blade's off center, where it doesn't flip as easily de-assisted. Just a really good knife. Criticisms about this knife that I've heard were that the jimping on the back here when flipping it hurts your finger. I don't find that. I have calluses on all my fingertips from playing guitar, so my hands might be a little bit tougher than most. And honestly, probably one of the better looking knives out there. Just pretty much understated, but still just a really good looking knife. I mean, just from the handle shape to blade shape to just the eye appeal of it. For this model, you could get tons of aftermarket features. You could get the over travel stop here. You could get different kinds. You could get titanium anodized ones, bullet shell ones, just a bunch of different scales you could get for this for a replacement. And since it's only on the one side, it's actually fairly cheap to get a replacement for it. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Just sort of an overview of a couple new knives I got. The ZT-0350 here, black wash, and then the 0566 here. thanks for stopping by again, guys. Just had a day off, just waking up, having a coffee, and thought I'd try to get another video up. So thanks for watching as always, and I hope you stay tuned for more. Bye, guys.